sentence. Okay. So we have a new. I don't know. All right. Let's
clean up. It's a
Jesus
mess.
Christ. Let's fucking Leah came over and the place is a goddamn mess.
I know.
She
Get your
she
shit
leaves her
together.
Cheeto bowls all over the place. All she does is swiping and fucking, and that's all she cares about.
Yeah.
She doesn't put anything back where she found it, except
Stop it. Don't go in. Don't finish that sentence.
Yeah, I know.
Please don't finish that sentence.
She puts dick back where she found it.
Okay, you finished the sentence when I just specifically asked you to not finish the sentence, and you finished the sentence.
I wasn't sure you knew what I was going to say.
I knew what you were going to say. That's why I said don't finish that sentence, and you finished it. You finished it. You finished the sentence. You're a finisher.
All right.
Piece of shit. You're not a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I went too far. You're a good guy.
It's all right.
I'm glad I'm here.
All right. All right. Thank you for swiping tonight's conversation about that, and now we're going to have a slightly more serious, more dramatic one. But it's also about
love.
It's about connections with strangers that are possible through technology.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll just unceremoniously bring him out because he's not an entertainer. He's just a new friend. I met him at a bar.
Which bar?
I met him at the drawing room, which is where everybody goes after the show usually.
That's true.
I was there on probably a Tuesday morning, and started small talking, and then found out that this guy's got a pretty interesting story. I was like, "Would you please come on my show and let's talk about it?" Is he back there? Is he ready?
No one's listening.
Oh, okay. Let's welcome our new friend Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, sit in that one. Thanks for coming. Give it up for Kyle.
Yeah,
Dan met him in a bar. Kyle.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming out here and telling us your story. It's pretty personal, but it's also like weird like kind of TV movie shit. So I pressed him to come on the show. What probably separates you from almost everyone in this room, although it would be fun if there was one guy that was like, wait, me too.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Is that you currently have the beating heart of a complete stranger in your chest.
I do.
Having gotten a heart transplant. How many years ago?
Actually, today is my anniversary. 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
Whoa.
With this.
So can I?
Heart.
Today
How
was the day I got it.
Wow. How old are you right now?
What's that?
How old are you right now?
I'm 31.
31.
I was 20. Yeah, when I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, because so let's start there. There's a reason why you needed a heart transplant is not because you were eating too many French fries.
No. My diet was not the case. I was born with a disease called, not disease, sorry, that's not right to say, transposition of the gray vessels. So your heart is backwards and your blood flows backwards. And
So you loved the rain and hated children.
I did, yeah. I was like, I can't do this. You people, get away from me.
You would take Christmas presents. You were the Grinch.
Yeah, I was the Grinch. I was like stuck in a house the whole time, like bubble, like in a bubble.
Yeah, so you had this. So what is the nature of that? Like we've got our friend Seek who comes on sometimes, and he's been at multiple aneurysms, and they can't figure out why that is, but his prognosis is basically that he has to like just be satisfied with the fact that at any minute something terrible could just happen in his brain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a little bit there.
But you were certainly there before the transplant.
Oh yeah, that was real bad.
You were just what did the doctors tell you before the transplant? Like what was your prognosis? Is that the word?
I was in heart failure, so my heart was dying. They did all they could do to fix it. After I had 5 pacemakers. And after the 5th one, didn't work. So that was me going on a list.
Uh-huh.
And, so the doctors were pretty much like, your only option is someone else's heart. So
then describe to us, because you always hear, I don't know, heart transplant is a concept from the news is like what I've never been able to ask somebody.
Yeah.
It's like, so what is it? You're not sitting in a hospital waiting because it took how long to get
So basically, after I graduated high school, my heart was I was in failure, and then my doctor, funny enough, she was hilarious. She's like, yeah, I don't trust any doctors in Washington to help you out right now, so you should go to Stanford, and they will give you a better heart. And so I went there. You go on a list, you get the process going, but they try to mend it as much as they can, though.
They try to mend the
they try to fix it as much as they can. So that's like another pacemaker. Maybe something they need to like fix with the heart, a valve, but I didn't need any of that. It was just more pacemaker stuff. So it was just kind of that whole.
So then at the moment when a donor becomes available and it's like it's go time, which it must be a huge like rush and emergency. Like you're not sitting in a hospital. You're
I'm
hanging out.
I'm hanging out at home. I was at home with my sister. She moved to help me out, and my mom, and got the call around dinner time, I guess, 5 o'clock.
Do you remember what you were doing the moment that the phone rang?
I was cooking dinner. I like to cook. That's what I do nowadays, and I work in that world.
What were you making?
What was I making? Something without salt.
French fries?
Yeah. Something without, something real high. Like, I'm just going to do this. Why not? No. something low salt. Something like I can't. My dietary restrictions were pretty minimal. But, I was with my sister, and I got the call. And you never meet your transplant doctor, ever. It's not. They just do the surgeries. I have another doctor that helped me out, and then the doctor that called me is a fellow. Right. So they,
So I want to get to that doctor thing in 1 second, but I just to get the picture. Like, was this a cell phone time or was this pre-cell phone?
I think I had that Nokia brick. I missed that thing too. Those were great. Those were durable.
It's a voice call, and the doctor's
the voice call. They call. This guy on the other line says his first words were, "Are you Kyle?" I said, "Yes, I'm Kyle," and he just said, how are you feeling today? I thought it was pretty creepy. Some guy just going in and saying that. And I was like, my body's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty good. But he said, are you feeling ready to get a transplant? And that was it.
He didn't do anything clever like hey, can I get you anything? Like a human heart?
He's like, so I got this box, or what's in the box?
Okay, so then you're like, holy shit, this is it.
Yeah.
How much fear is there versus how much like relief? Because I imagine the life was already fear.
It was all fear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're not like, oh my God, this is better than nothing, therefore it's all good.
The chances were still like 80% good, 20% whole,
That sounds so terrifying to me. Like I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it, because they have to break open your rib cage.
Yes.
And take your old heart out.
Yep.
Put it on a plate.
All right, Rob Zombie.
And then get a new. But you're
cut
gonna
my brain open too for fun. It was
seriously, they're taking your heart out of your body and connecting your I don't know if you know the details of it, but how long? I mean, like how long is your body without a heart?
At the time though, when it happened, I mean, when I got the call, that would be my fourth open heart surgery. So at the time, I didn't have a sternum. So
they had replaced. They put zippers in.
They just kind of like zip it up, throw some cartilage back in there, and then they're like, "You're good."
They're like,
go.
"We're coming back in here in a month." I don't want to be cynical, but I also don't want to keep stabbing you.
You gotta have fun with it,
So
it's like Play-Doh.
Don't look down, Kyle. But at this time, you'll thank me later. It's mainly duct tape.
Wait, what do you have instead of a sternum?
I don't really know.
Is there nothing there?
Stuff there? Yeah, I wasn't touching myself. Yeah. Just like there's a little bit of a sternum there at the top. Yeah.
Holy shit! So you're in serious danger that if you were to ever like take a car door to the chest, like you could actually get really
car
fucked
door
up.
would mess me up, or a nice punch or things
Jesus.
like that. Yeah.
All right, so then you go
It's a
into.
heartwarming story for everybody here. Hi.
Well,
Sorry,
they've been through so much
all right,
worse.
good, sweet, awesome.
I don't know. Did you see the Aubrey Plaza episode? It was.
I listened to it actually. I listened to it.
I'm kidding.
I love the
great
sex doll
episode.
thing.
I did that for the laugh. I did
great
that. I really enjoyed her. And
She's really cool.
She's
I
an
don't know
awesome
why
person,
you
and
did
I
that.
that was for a cheap laugh because my
She's
interviewing
really cool.
was bad, and it was
Very
so,
talented person, and you're talking shit about her while she's not here.
I went for a very, very cheap, very terrible laugh. Yeah.
It's pretty shitty of you. It's a good person.
It's not going to be shitty.
Never did anything. Never said anything bad about
It could
you.
have been anybody but her too. It would have been funny and also harmless too, because I feel like I could have picked anybody. So yeah. Well, it is interesting about it. Like we don't have to spend the rest of the time on the actual operation because there's a meeting with the goddess in this Campbell's journey, and then there's an atonement with some shit.
Aztec? Where we at?
But there on the table,
Yes.
that is a really important, if childish question. Like, how in the hell this thing is like. It's the motor that keeps your body from dying, and then they're taking it out. Like, what is it like? What do they do? Do they put the?
So you're on my heart was I was actually when I got the call for it, I was actually crashing a little bit. So my heart was I was in a lot more heart failure. I think it was borderline being hospitalized the whole time. So but I got the call, and you go in there, and my heart was I was as nervous as you can be, just what's going on, yada yada, did some calls that I had to make to family, like goodbye or whatever. And they could not sedate me because actually, first off, when I got the call, I had to spend the night in the hospital because the donor's family wasn't like ready to let go of the body. So yeah, that was an interesting thing to sit there and kind of wait for that. So that's
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah, it'll fuck with your head a little bit in life and makes you realize life a little bit more. And
you're like,
you're like, oh,
you're in the same hospital. You drop by the doorway and go, "Listen, I know I'm not entitled to anything, but this isn't a cup of sugar."
I've got Blue Cross. It's all right.
But just physically, I'm just saying, like
go into a room. You go in the surgery room. There's a machine that pretty much looks like a reel-to-reel, and it just, after they get ports into your valves, it's basically redirecting your blood out of your body into like a reel-to-reel to oxygenate it. Give it oxygen, and then yeah.
So there's a machine. There's a machine on the outside that like keeps you from dying while they disconnect your heart.
While they disconnect your heart and pull your heart out.
And then they Indiana Jones the bag of sand in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that your body doesn't shoot the arrows. Makes sense. And they there's probably they gotta adjust the amount of sand depending on the heart. Okay, well, so yeah, and I'll Google the rest of that if I'm so goddamn interested because there's things that only you can tell us about, which is like your personal story.
Gotta Google it.
Yeah,
gotta Google that information.
So then they zip you back up. There's obviously all this terror now that you have this thing because it's like there's this percentage of chance that it's just it's just not going to work.
Yeah, rejection. Yeah.
And see how the Tinder thing already thematic, fear of rejection, the swiping, the cell phone. Come on, it's impressive. It's so impressive I didn't even plan it, and I forced the connection, improvisationally, and apparently offended you. I don't know. So you're zipped up and you're done. You're recovered.
Yeah.
And so then here comes the thing that definitely separates you from everyone in the room, even if someone in here did have a heart transplant, because then this thing that's not supposed to happen happens, which is that the family.
I don't know who. You're never allowed to know who the donor is, who they are, and the family somehow. The details I don't know how they figured it out, but the details are really they were searching a little harder for I don't know. They were kind of doing their own investigation. They found my brother's website as a painter, and he wrote something in the bio of like, oh, my brother with Transplant, yada yada, and it just matched up like San Francisco area, yada yada, and they ended up finding out and contacting my mom, and so the family.
So the family of the guy whose heart's in your chest tracked you down,
Right.
And so did you hang out with them? What?
To be quite honest, I have never written anything to them or seen them. My mom has. She's talked with them. It's I don't know. Maybe something I should do. Maybe something. Mentally, it's kind of a little hard.
What did they want? If they're talking, they went to talk to your family. What were they trying to do in that?
They just want to see where
Just wanted to see what happened.
See what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Sorry, I did not know where that was coming from. Actually.
No, that's cool.
Oh yeah, no, you were answering Schraub before when he talked. That's Spencer.
Who's talking? Where am I? Sorry. I was
No,
like,
don't worry.
So the family.
Just imagine Dan's stomach is talking to you.
All right,
That's the eye line. Yeah.
Awesome.
But no, in answer to your question, to the extent that you're feeling any guilt, I would immediately absolve you of it, as I would any war veteran who I would say follow. I wouldn't say follow your heart because then you'd groan, and I would.
It's a little
follow your bliss, follow your comfort, follow your. I mean, there's no. This is all epilogue, and whatever you feel like doing, you don't. You do.
I mean,
obviously they're breaking rules, tracking you down. They're following their fucking impulses.
They're figuring out how to find where all the pieces went. But
what's different? What's different in your life now? Did you notice anything? I mean, did you like go? I never liked pepperoni before, but now
that's a big thing actually that happens with Transplant.
See, you're shaking your head, really.
I was like, yes, because all of your interest in this is purely as a direct-to-video feature. From
I want
the
to see
80s.
if he's like,
Hallmark,
I saw a vision. I saw a vision of something.
It was just as if I was running through the bush. I got a werewolf heart.
You're a lichen, aren't you?
Well, hold on. No, but all of
Look
these,
at that. I can feel.
all of these questions are fine, but there's a little more to the story. There's a final little like cosmic fucking like insane thing.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Which I don't know where to file and didn't know where to file and thought you should just come and share it. So even though you didn't communicate with them because they connected with your mom, the information came to you.
Yeah, they've seen photos of me. They know. I mean, they send her emails.
So now you know about the donor.
Right.
And did you do any investigating of your own, or was it just all information that came to you?
It's information that came to me. Yeah, I didn't want to
know anything.
I didn't want to.
And so, what did you find out?
What I found out? Found out he was from like Northern California, and he was 27. I knew that though. I knew the age of the time when I was getting it, and then I found out how he died. That was very interesting, and that was basically I found out he just committed suicide, and that was kind of a little hard to hear because the stories were a little flip-flop of what I don't think people wanted to tell me. And
wait, you mean they didn't want? You don't think they?
I don't think people wanted me to know that he took his own life,
right.
And it's I don't know. I mean, it's horrible, but it's something that that's who.
Well, it makes the mind race through so many strange calculations that you never have to perform about what. And I still don't know what the. All I know is that that's insane. I don't know what it means really. I don't know if it means like oh, good. A person who didn't even want their heart, they threw it away, and I found it in the
right.
Or is it like? I mean, no, it's not like that.
It's not
at
like
all.
that.
It's a dumb question.
For the life, I'm 11 years now alive, living, and it's always been a struggle too. Like my heart, like 5 pacemakers, all that kind of stuff, and just it's. I mean, I'm grateful for it. It's hard to know that that's what happened, but that's kind of that's life, I guess, too. People choose their own path, and that's
Is there so another dumb question, and then I'll let Rob ask us fun questions.
That's fun, man.
He wants to know if you can jump higher now.
I've been able to move one thing real slowly. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. You see the movie Phenomenon? Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yes.
He wants to know if Denzel Washington can help you fight crime
Yeah.
by telling you where the cartel is.
Can't wait.
Do you feel where a treasure might be?
But my one last grounded question,
fine.
which is a pretty typical one, is just sort of like well, it's like all right. So like is there like a psychological or spiritual pressure that comes with?
I mean, my mind is a lot more open to a lot of things, and I believe in. I mean, I don't know, psychological mind.
I guess do you have? Well, there's survivor's guilt if you just live through something that people but we never talk about. I don't know if there's donation receiving guilt about like, oh, I better do something with this heart. If the guy saw what I just did last night on that date, he'd be like, what are you doing? It's my heart. And you watched Hudson Hawk?
Yeah, why?
And you made her watch it, and she told you she didn't like it the first time, and
why are you a fan of it? Why are you a fan of it?
It's like every beat is the one that I didn't get, and you've used it to watch Hudson Hawk. I mean, is there anything like that about like did your view of your career change?
There's a lot of transplant people. There's a lot of guilt around that, I guess, that some people have, and maybe. I mean, internally, I don't have it on the outside of like, I feel bad. I love the life that was given to me to be here and to be living. So it's not. I guess I don't really have guilt. You know, I have just
a lot of the
appreciation.
Guilt. Yeah, a lot of the guilt must go away if you found out he killed himself. Like, not to be glib or anything, but it's like he literally ended his life so that I could live. I mean, not so that
like with the Hudson Hawks scenario. Yeah, when you get that.
It's like
when you get that
had your
cartoonish.
chance.
Yeah, it's like you. Yes.
Well, I mean, it's better than somebody who wanted to live and got into a car accident.
Yeah. No, it worked out pretty great, I think.
That's I guess so.
But you've rolled these thoughts over in your head more than we have, right?
All the time. I mean, I could get rejection anytime. Life is really quick.
What do you mean by rejection? Like the heart?
My body could reject my heart.
Even after 11 years?
Potentially. And actually after 10 right now, I'm really I'm healthy. I think so. And but the body can. Yeah, the body eventually can start to reduce my meds. They'll change it. Try to, I don't know, a formula of drugs to try to keep me alive.
Oh, so you have to take drugs to keep.
I take a lot of drugs. Yeah. So you have white blood cells. I'm sure you all know that, and they attack foreign things in your body, and mine is foreign. They're not attacking it right now, but if they ever feel the urge to, because my meds stop, and they can do that. Because it's not me. It's not you. It's not a part of your DNA.
So, are you like a Jessica Alba now? You can like see like other like murderers having.
Yeah.
Like I mean like.
I'm a precog. Yeah, exactly.
Good. Okay, cool. So, how many ghosts are in the building?
Oh, there it is.
Well, all right, yeah, I'm bad at closing things, but
that's fine.
I wanted you to come meet the kids, and I wanted to learn about Tinder, and I wanted. Well, there was one thing that you said when we were talking about it, and I was like, it was like you said you don't even get anesthetic when you do the procedure.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Right? What, they didn't put you under, or they couldn't put you under?
Well, they couldn't put me under because my heart was.
No, anesthetic, okay, but they can't knock you out.
They can't knock you all the way out. They have to keep you at like a. I mean, they can't.
Are you fucking kidding me? So they're going, okay, so here we go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so they
you may
do
feel
knock
a slight
you out.
tugging.
Oh, I bet it hurts, but ooh, we're almost done.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Almost done. Yeah, almost done. Almost done. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. And that, okay, you didn't see that, and you're just.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Were you like going, there's a chair, hit me with something really hard, I don't know,
Well, they keep you at just a happy medium. Like, I'm out, but I can hear things.
Oh, fuck.
And I can, like...
Oh, my God.
And then your heart does have to stop for a minute, so there's that episode that they're always...
So you heard your old heart stop?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means. You feel it, though, you know? You feel it. I mean,
You felt it?
well, you feel certain things, or you kind of, you go somewhere else, you know? You kind of like, just, yeah.
I'm so bummed out right
So,
now.
but
Life stuff, you know?
but you said there was a point, and I can't remember where it was, because it was like as they were putting, there was a line that you had where, because I asked you, like, what was the last thing you said before the procedure started or something like that. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I'm just exploiting you, but
Fuck you. Yeah, that's
just
fine. You
milking
totally are.
you for
you
your
fucking are. Let's do it. I just was yelling out, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Yeah. And that was with my mom and my sister, and that was, and they were wheeling me into the room, and that was my last words to them, and that was pretty much. Yeah.
But you feel it's funny because when you were talking about it, I was like immediately. It's like it's like there's a shame we associate with that. Like or we don't. None of us wants to be caught any more than we want to be caught masturbating or taking a shit. We don't want to be caught saying I don't want to die.
Right.
Like we look at it as like this thing that and it's like it's so strange because shitting and jerking off, it kind of unites us.
Right.
It's
we all have to do it, right?
And I don't know. It's just like I don't want to die. It's very, very underappreciated as a very profound statement. It's like one of the most.
I mean,
the thing that leopards can't say. You'll never hear it from a fucking giraffe. That's for sure. If giraffes could talk, all they'd say is, "Now I can reach an apple." That's I'm so proud of myself.
Mom, I did it.
Only we would ever say, "I don't want to die," even though nothing does.
I think it's human. We're animals. We're something. It's in our DNA. You know, I mean, and I've been through so much, and I don't want to die. You know, and I've been clinically dead a few times, and it's like, it's you know, I love the people around me. I love to live.
And there was a dude somewhere that for whatever reason. He did want to.
And I'm fortunate for it.
And it's fantastic that some geniuses were able to use a part of him to keep grant your wish. It's really fucking incredible.
Yeah, my surgery was supposed to be 5 hours, and it was 10 hours long. I lost a ton of blood, a lot of things. My heart was swelled over. It was definitely a long ordeal.
Did they try to convince you it was your fault? It took 10 hours. You know, you really gotta calm down.
Yeah, you gotta calm down. Wait, I'm alive. Wait, where am I?
So you were half awake for 10 hours.
I mean, I was out. They're not talking to me, you know. They're not like.
Well, no, they're probably hoping. They're ignoring you. They're if they look you in the eye, they'd be like, "Oh man."
Well, by the way, did you hear that? That you're not allowed to, the donor, the guy that performs the actual surgery, unlike all the other surgeries anybody's ever had, like the doctor doesn't meet you. You never see his face. You never know his name, right?
No, yeah.
Why is that? Why is that?
They don't want that human
okay.
contact, I guess.
I've watched The Nick. I know what you're talking about.
There you go. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah.
I think that's interesting too. That the guys that do and ladies, God damn it, Harmon, the geniuses that really whose fingers are the most precise and who really know how to do this like top of the line bomb squad thing in a human body. Like they actually, if you go up the tiers enough. They're like the same as executioners. They wear masks and
they have to have a separation. Otherwise, they would probably blow their brains
because all
out.
they want to think about is the math and the fucking.
They just don't want that connection. Like he was a great kid.
Yeah,
isn't it more to the point that they probably isn't about the outcome too? They don't want to know what happens to you after you leave.
Right, yeah.
They want to just walk away from it and go into the next one because they want to be thinking about something they read about you while they're working on someone else.
They'll read about me here.
Pretty nuts. All right, well, let's all give Kyle and Worm thank you for opening himself up. and sharing his heart with us.
Thank you.
Is there anything? You have that thing you wanted to plug. He's also doing a one-man show. No.
No.
Is there anything? As long as you're, because I just called you by your first name because I figure you're not a stand-up. You're not a.
Yeah, that's fine. Plug anything? I don't know.
When you were clinically dead,
There's a lot of that.
so how many times were you clinically dead?
Jesus. Here we go again. Three.
Three?
I think three. Yeah, I think 3 times.
Three. All right. So Ben Franklin.
He was clinically finishing the segment, and he saw the other side. He was going into the light, and then you've pulled him back to a cold room where.
You just want to know more, man.
I don't think I nailed it. I did a 4-point landing. They applauded. He grabbed his hat, and you have more Roger Corman questions.
Come on,
This is
dude.
I'm supposed to undercut you. This is my job.
I don't know where you read that.
Between the lines.
Well, anyways, thank you again,
Thank you.
Kyle, for coming and sharing your self-opening heart sharing. Remember that?
One thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna play it. I brew beer. If you all love beer, I'm trying to start a beer bar. So yeah. Hopefully one day I'll get that going.
All right, well, let me know.
I will.
You know how to get in contact with us, so let us know when you want, when the grand opening is,
Hell
and
yeah,
we'll do our version of Kickstarter, which is we'll all get drunk
Perfect.
at your bar.
I got a brewer probably, so yeah, we'll brew beer. Yeah,
Is it going to have a clever name like the aortic?
like
Now who's Roger Corman?
All right.
Who's Roger? Guys coming up with
the
log
sleeve
lines.
behind the sleeve of the I don't know, something weird like that.
All right, thanks,
All right,
Kyle.
thank you
Maybe
very much.
we'll check back in with him at some point.